Houston Dynamo visiting BMO Field Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time against Toronto FC. Now, Houston unbeaten at home in 35 in all competitions, but on the road, Luke Wileman, they're a slightly worse-off team.
Well, that was a record that they set last week with the win that they had over Chicago Fire in Major League Soccer. And you're right, 35 across all competitions, and actually dates back to before they moved to their new stadium at BBVA Compass Stadium, and a run that started in June a couple of years ago with a win they had over Toronto FC while Aaron Vinter was still head coach. So they're a very difficult team to play against at home, but you're right, a completely different proposition away from home. They haven't actually won on the road in Major League Soccer since they came to BMO Field last July and won by 2-0 against Toronto FC. And so far this season, their 4 wins have come at home. Their 2 road games have been defeats. So a much different proposition for Toronto FC to face with the Dynamo side playing away from home.
But still always a very strong side that Dominic Kinnear's Houston Dynamo bring to BMO Field and anywhere they go. And you can't talk about Houston without talking about, for me, the best player on any team in MLS is Brad Davis, the left-sided midfielder.
Brad Davis is the Houston Dynamo MVP the last 4 years in a row. And the reason is because he's so integral to everything they do going forward. Scores some goals, as he did last week, but also with his set-piece delivery very high on the assists that he's able to provide. So he's got a very sweet left foot. He is able to set Houston going forward on a number of occasions. The reigning MLS Player of the Week, Brad Davis, after getting an assist and a goal in last week's victory. So he's one they have to look out for. Will Bruin scored 3 goals against Toronto FC last year, 2 in that incredible 3-3 tie that was played at BBVA Compass Stadium, and also one at the game that they played, the 1-1 tie in Houston late last year as well. So he's someone they have to watch out for, and we'll wait and see whether Oscar Boniek Garcia is in the side. He is a designated player who came in midway through last season, a Honduran player who really has made a big impact within this Houston Dynamo lineup. And of course, this Houston Dynamo team, without him, has been strong, but also with him is a completely different lineup as well, because he gives them so much from that midfield area as well. So he's missed a couple of games through injury, rated questionable for this game in Toronto.
So it's the MLS Cup finalists, Houston Dynamo visiting BMO Field Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time to take on Toronto FC. The match will be live on TSN with Luke Wileman, and on Twitter, use the hashtag TFCLive to join the conversation and to enter our Tweet of the Match contest at Toronto FC. For Luke Wileman, Asif, Hossain, we'll see you soon.